In Uganda, teenage pregnancy robs girls of their potential and causes death and disability of thousands of girls and newborns every year. 1 in 4 girls aged 15 to 19 is already a mother or pregnant with her first child. Not only does this end her chances of education and better future, but teenage pregnancy puts life of both a mother and newborn at a very great risk that faced by older women in Uganda.
Bubukoye nafumisa olubuto naye saakimanyirawo nti nina olubuto kati ngeri yonna nembeerawo naye nga nfunye ebizibu bingi sibadde na buyambi.
According to data from Uganda Demographic Health Survey in 2011, teenage pregnancy has remained exorbitantly high at 24%. More than 300 teenagers who get pregnant account for the bulk of unwanted pregnancies, which end up in unintended birth and unsafe abortion, leading to the country's high maternal rate and morbidity. Estimates at 4,038 births per 100,000 lives.
For many poor and vulnerable adolescent girls of 15 to 19 years, pregnancy, and in most cases, unintended pregnancy and childbirth continues to be one of the major leading causes of death after HIV. Many adolescent girls suffer from complications during pregnancy and childbirth, such as unsafe abortions, obstetric fistula, which expose them to high risk of mortality and morbidity. Such consequences also have implications for the future generation, as newborns and infants of adolescent girls are at high risk of low birth weight and mortality.
It's against this reason that young people in Uganda, under the Act Now to End Teenage Pregnancy campaign, have petitioned the Prime Minister of Uganda, the Right Honourable Dr. Uganda, and other decision makers like health, education, gender ministries, to take action to end this scourge by developing, funding, and implementing a costed multi-sector plan with intervention aimed to reduce teenage pregnancies.
You, the Right Honourable Prime Minister, to exercise your powers under Article 108, subsection A of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, which mandates you to coordinate or implement government policies across ministries, departments, and other public institutions. We request you to urgently convene and coordinate the key ministries of health, gender, education and sports, gender, labor and social development, and also finance planning and economic development to develop a multi-sectoral plan to address teenage pregnancy.
Investing in the sexual reproductive health of adolescent girls has the potential to reduce the risk of unwanted pregnancy and childbirth, and hence reduce maternal mortality and morbidity. Facilitating health transition from adolescence into adulthood requires two major investments that are virtually very, very important. Namely, and among them is one, health education, including comprehensive sexuality education with focus on gender equality, human rights, and access to health services, including sexual reproductive health services. Youth-friendly services help young people address a range of sexual reproductive health needs. Evidence has shown that among married adolescent girls, about 2 out of every 3 girls here in this country have an unmet need of family planning, meaning that the couple does not want to get pregnant, but is not using any form of contraception. And among sexually active, unmarried young women, almost half are not using any form of contraceptive method but do not want to get pregnant.
In his remarks, the Prime Minister, who was represented by Honourable Sarah Opendi, the State Minister of Health, emphasized to invest in adolescent girls and increase their access to contraceptive service.
Our young girls are getting pregnant and getting pregnant at a very tender age. We have been in this campaign not only with the First Lady, but also with the Speaker of Parliament, who actually is a champion against teenage pregnancies in this country. First, abstain. But if you can't, the contraceptives are there. Use them. There is no point for you to get pregnant and then go and abort it when you could have avoided that pregnancy. It is sad to note that in our country, 1 in 4 girls aged 15 to 19 is already a mother or pregnant with her first child. And remember, this is a mother who is herself a child. In addition, Uganda has defined harnessing the demographic dividend as one of the key strategies for benefiting from the country's big population of young people, which is estimated at 78%, of which 55% is below 18 years of age. The expected outcomes of the demographic dividend include reduced fertility rates, reduction in maternal and child deaths, and increased investment in human capital. We can only achieve this, ladies and gentlemen, by ensuring that we have a multi-sectoral plan developed, funded and implemented by the 4 key ministries, including health, education and sports, gender, labor and social development and finance, and as I added, and I still want to add in his speech, internal affairs. This will enable these key ministries to harness their strengths, opportunities through a coordinated and harmonized effort to implement the plan to end teenage pregnancy. And I believe that through a well-developed, adequately funded and implemented plan, we will improve the health, education and skilling of young women who will be in a better position to contribute to their own developments and survival and the development of our nation. I want to pledge, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of government, that we will support these efforts, but also I pledge to give my support to ensuring a concerted, well-coordinated effort to end teenage pregnancy by the key ministries in this country.
Young people under this campaign mobilized and handed over the petition to the Prime Minister that was backed by 120,000 signatures. The campaign is being implemented by White Ribbon Alliance Uganda, African Uganda, and Uganda Youth Adolescent Health Forum.